This will be the last video before the vote, and we have pretty much two civs that we've confirmed that will be in the running for that #1 spot, and one of them just kind of confirmed why they are going to be in this vote. And that's because Rome took this French city. After hundreds of years, probably like 100 turns of being at war with the French, the Romans have taken over at least one city. I don't know if they took it over with a city siege or if they were given a city in the peace deal. Now, they're still at war. Trajan and Catherine are still at war, I believe. I don't know if I said something wrong there, maybe. But yeah, so they're still at war, and I don't know if it was through a peace deal. I don't know if it was through conquest. We saw that in the last video there was a lot of kind of mechanized infantry just sitting right here. I mean, it's not that hard to think that maybe they just pushed down, and this city wasn't very well defended either. And here's the thing, Paris is totally open for an attack. I mean, here's the thing, if we go another 50 turns before the vote in the next video and they take over Paris, I think we gotta give it to Rome. I think we all have to give it to Rome, because that would be confirmation, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Now, we have a few late game pushes for some civs. Again, I don't want to do more than 4 people in the first place vote. Germany is trying really hard. They did launch a naval invasion, not with these guys sitting right here. I think these guys are bugged out, which happens like in every, in Civ 6 and in Civ 5, I think, is we have like just groups of, just a few army members that are bugged out. But these guys sitting right here, they've launched a naval invasion. What they do is I think they come up and around, yeah, the British Isles. They go through Dublin. Apparently they're cool with Dublin, I guess, and then they attack straight down, which is cool. I like that they're at least trying something. I mean, Frederick's got to try something. Frederick is also still at war with Russia. I saw a few Russian troops within German lands, but here's the thing, Frederick has to do something. He has to do something. I mean, he's definitely a black horse, for sure, because remember, he grabbed these 2 cities in Norway. He grabbed and kind of cut off the colonization that in northern Scandinavia that Harald was trying to do. Harald, I guess, was trying to do. He's still going, though. Harald is still going, so I got to give him a little bit of credit for that. And, of course, we have the Polish barbarians that still have not really been fixed at all. That problem is still a very, very big issue. Looks like Greece is trying to kind of reinforce Odessa as much as possible, and this city-state is still really hurting. Really, really hurting. Okay, so again, also, by the way, Pericles has a ton of alliances now. Look at all this. We've got Norway, Scythia, Spain, Germany, England, Cleopatra, and Catherine. So that is pretty insane. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Arabia grabbed this city. Okay, here's the thing. Now, if we're going to talk about Arabia, we got to look at this front here. Remember how Arabia and Scythia were still at war? They're continuing that, and Scythia is actually attacking, finally. I don't know why she's attacking Halab, or I don't know, Halab, I don't know. But I think it's possible for her to grab this city. Now, I think Arabia's done so much in this campaign, it'd be really hard to just kick them out of the vote by losing one city. But this could be an opportunity for maybe Tamiris to kind of flex your guns a little bit. Maybe flex up something. I mean, possibly she could do something, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know how well these helicopters are going to be able to do in terms of like damage to other cities, but we're going to find out. I love how Germany is still, Greece is still colonizing. They're trying their best to colonize with a few settlers out this way. They're among the only civs that are continuing to send settlers out there and try some more stuff. Wow. I know that Greece is like trying to be cool with everybody right now, but they've got a huge army, a pretty big army, and Rome is for the most part just focused on attacking Norway, or not Norway, but Norway. I don't know why Norway still has so many troops over here. Rome is still, I think, focused on attacking France. Yeah, that seems to be, I mean, that's a good plan because France might fall. So that would be the, well, no, Germany doesn't have anything else to do with it, but Rome might also be concerned about southern Iberia. This is a really important thing to kind of hold on to. In terms of the colonization, I mean, Spain is locked down Northwest Africa, I mean. Spain did call, I don't know if we can justify putting people in the vote for just colonizing well. That's going to be tough, man. That's going to be really tough. I feel like you got to do something more, man. Like, you got to take a city. I mean, especially if you gave up a city, I feel like we have to cross your name off the list. If you gave up a city in a peace deal, then I think that you can't be on the list. So that would mainly be Spain and Greece right now. That would, and I guess France. I don't know. If you ever lost a city, whether it was due to a siege or to a peace deal, either way, it's gonna be tough. Wow. Yeah, the Russian population's still huge. There's so many cities in the 20s. So many farms out here. Just farmlands everywhere. That's pretty crazy. Norway getting real aggressive with this settling. We'll see. I mean, Germany has like 50, I mean, a little bit less than 50 turns, actually, because we're going to pop back in before turn 500. I can't spawn right at turn 500 because then the game gets all glitchy, and it's kind of weird what happens. There you go, Dublin, fixing some pillaged, what's pillaging? I can't even, yeah, pillaged tiles. I had it right. There you go, Drew. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for you. We'll have to see if, again, that city is also, there's opportunities here for Rome to take one more city. I think we should give it to Rome if like I said, if they take another city, no matter what it is. If it's Paris, for sure, then they should win. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see. See, what we might do, I might have 2 separate votes, a #1 vote, and then maybe we'll do a colonization vote. That might be better, rather than like an honorable mention, who did the most interesting colonization. And that'll just be, like I said, kind of a nod to the good colonization, which, Norway, Germany could be on that list. Maybe even Scythia. I mean, that is pretty impressive. Scythia grabbed, started off in north of the Caspian Sea and went all the way to basically, Armenia, surrounding Armenia, all the way over here, grabbing the north of the Black Sea. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive for the most part, I think, kind of. The same goes for England. I know that people like England a lot. They did grab a lot of Tunis, basically. Isn't this Tunis? Yeah, they did. Yeah, so they're actually losing names, though. There's a few names in the cities that obviously haven't gone through just yet, but that's what happens when you have like a cool sort of name, city, region name or thingy, if that makes any sense. The cities are being named after the region they're in, but yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, somebody exit out of the auto camera mode because we don't need to worry about this anymore. I still need to figure out 2 more people. I think Poland, Egypt, and Sumeria will be out of the vote. That's for sure. Poor Poland, man. Poor Poland. Maybe, it'd be kind of fun to do like a vote. Who did the worst vote? Who did the worst in this? I mean, I think that's too many votes. I don't think people are going to want to do all those votes, but it would be kind of interesting. Okay, so Germany's going to keep on trying. I don't think they're going to have any luck, though. Felipe's got some defenses. I mean, it's great that they get over here and they're already kind of hurt, or they're trying to retreat. I don't know, one or the other, but they're not going to have any success because Felipe is only focused on protecting. Well, these are his production cities also. No, he's got a ton of units, actually. Now that I look at it, it's like, whoa, he's got a lot. He's got this missile cruiser armada, which is really, really cool. I don't know why Spain hasn't attacked England, although England has found a way to bring down some reinforcements as well. Spain would need to be in that colonization vote too. I need to keep that in mind. Although it's not that impressive. I would say that's not impressive at all, really. Germany probably is the most impressive, even though they didn't colonize that much. I don't know. I guess I'd have to leave that up to you guys. It's turn 461, so there really isn't that much time for some things to happen. We are going to need to see some... I mean, well, there's 30 turns left. I didn't realize that Spain has all these friends either. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you're at war, Germany still, and that's about it. So Spain and Pericles, Felipe and Pericles seem to be the favorites of all the other AIs. They seem to really get on the good side of all the other AIs. Okay, wait, let's go back to the Scythian Arabian battle. Okay, so some reinforcements have arrived. And I think that Scythia is going to... Well, she hasn't run out of troops. She's just not sending all of her troops down this way. She's kind of leaving some of them back behind. Look at Sumeria. Sumeria is ready to defend his borders if he needs to. He could probably take up a few of these cities if he really tried hard enough. Yeah, if he tried hard enough, he could take probably a lot of those cities out this way. But I don't think he's going to... I don't think he's going to do that for the most part. I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, so what happened with England? That's what I want to know. England, who ended up winning last campaign, and maybe it was because you had a much weaker Europe. Obviously, we have a really powerful Europe in this game because there's just so much land, but England didn't really do much. They didn't declare any wars. They didn't colonize up here. They never went to war with Norway, and vice versa. There was never any naval conflicts between those two, and that's really strange. Because you would think that they... I figured... I mean, they are natural enemies. I've said that multiple times in my own playthroughs. They are certainly natural enemies because they both have, like, great naval bonuses. In every civilization game, basically. So I don't really know what's going on there. Spain, look at that. Spain is going through French lands to go after Germany, but it seems like it's not really going to work out for them for the most part. Rome's still trying, man. Rome is absolutely still trying to go after France. I mean, you gotta keep trying. You might as well keep trying. Hold on, let me check what Norway is doing diplomatically. Friends with just Greece, you're at war with Sumeria. Too far away, man. That's just too far away. Nothing is gonna happen. When did you settle this city? Did you take this from Poland? I think you did. Yeah, that looks like you took that from Poland. That was not there before. That's pretty good, Greece. I like Greece, but I don't think we can... I think they messed up here. That was a pretty big deal. They did mess up pretty badly letting Saladin get this city. 21 population, too, by the way. That's a pretty big one. And Greece did so well in the very beginning. Greece was doing really, really good, especially, you know, taking out, you know, grabbing this city from Sumeria was a really big deal. I was surprised by that fact. Yeah, Greece is not going to settle there. I think they're pretty much done. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end this one a little bit early, and we are going to jump into the final video. This vote's going to be a tough one, man. I think this vote will be a tough one depending on what happens over the course of the next 30 turns. But who knows? I mean, England pretty much won the last campaign because of the last video. So we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, I think it's hard to say what exactly is going to happen here because we were just, you know, proved in the AI Only World Battle that pretty much anything can happen. So this should be a pretty intense last video, especially because everyone is so kind of, it's kind of an even playing field for the most part. There's obviously a handful of civs that look like they're doing the best, but who knows what will happen. Yeah, lots of things are happening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.